Don't let the mayor behind the wheel.
Look at my community, yeah, they almost all volunteer. We have 3 firefighters. We have river right the city. Got it all. Get on the microphone. Maybe it's all right. Yeah, pick up the fire.
No, it's too hot.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Horn bells right into the sirens. We're doing sirens.
Eric, come on, man. Get involved, man. That's what the journalist's job is all about.
Well, usually you only have 2 back here. You have the option.
You have the ability.
Forward, right. And then we have the 2 up front. Well, that's the one we had just a couple of years ago. Lighting's ready. Right, no, that's what it says. Warranty items. How many gallons worth? Pump capacity is 1,500 gallons. So, how does that compare with?
For your patience, we'll call the regular meeting July 16th to order. And have roll call, please.
Silva.
Here.
Sullivan.
Here.
Bentley.
Present.
Dave Walker. Here. Dennis. Here.
Okay, we'll have Ms. Walker lead us in the pledge of allegiance.
Heavenly Father, as we come this evening with our heads bowed and our hearts are humble, taking a word from the Pledge of Allegiance, one nation under God, we come filled with thanksgiving for the privilege to serve a community. God, we ask that you would bless each of us in our deliberations and that the decisions we make will be those that are in the best interest of all concerned. We ask a special blessing on those in attendance. And these and all blessings we ask in thy Son's name. Amen. Amen.
Hernandez, could you give us a report on closed session?
Yes, I will give you the report from the council meeting. There was also a redevelopment, the closed session statement around the kind of redevelopment agency for the council met prior to going into closed session. Let me add that there was an added item of anticipated litigation. Motion by Silva, second by Solomon. Approved on 301 and Walker and Sanders absent. And then during the course of that meeting, the council adjourned at 12:03 to go into closed session. Motion by Solomon, second by Silva, passed on 3-0 vote with Walker and Sanders absent. And I should say that Mrs. Walker was absent throughout the entire proceedings, and Mrs. Sanders arrived at approximately 12:25 during the RDA agenda. The council considered the 2 anticipated litigation items, gave direction to staff on one of them, and I understand we'll continue at some point in the future with another item for discussion by the entire council. The council did consider the labor negotiations of the city attorney employment contract, and during that time, the city manager and I were both asked and the council met with its negotiator on that matter. The council then adjourned at 2:10 p.m. and I believe you were intending to adjourn the meeting to Monday. Some other date in the future.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Hernandez. No action was taken after in regard to our negotiation with our negotiator, but we will be adjourning closed session until noon on Monday. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Hernandez. This is a public meeting. This is a public session comment period. We had previously arranged to speak at this time by notifying the city clerk. We would have presentations at this time. All other public comment will be taken at approximately 8 p.m. We have no presentations, but I do have an announcement on behalf of the council. It's come to my attention that item 12, which is the discussion of necessary action regarding the memorandum of understanding with the Centro Pop Warner Skate Park Coalition regarding the renovation and use of Swarthout Park, has been pulled. That will come back to the council at a later date. I'm going to allow at this time Mr. Acevedo to come forward. I think he was one of the ones that was going to make the presentation. I think he wanted to say a couple of words.
Hello, my name is Rafael Acevedo. I'm the president of Mid-Valley Town Corner. After speaking with a couple of council members, we have decided to pull the memorandum of understanding off the agenda and proceed in further discussions with the city and the commission to see what is the best interest for Mid-Valley Town Corner and the city. As Mid-Valley Town Corner stands, we are excited to go into this endeavor with the city and request time and patience to figure out this MOU and make sure that it stands in best interest for both the city and Mid-Valley Top One.
Mr. Acevedo, I appreciate that, and I will suggest to the public that I did have an opportunity to speak with Mr. Acevedo this afternoon, and I will say that we're excited about the prospect of working out a public-private partnership in regard to the use of our field. A number of items have come up, and I spoke with Mr. Acevedo and suggested that we might want to work collaboratively together to iron them out and put some more detail into the proposal so that as we have a good, full public discussion on that, all sides will be clear. He agreed. We understand that time is somewhat of the essence. We know that because of our negotiations in regard to the use of Stark Field with the El Centro Imperials, that may cause a conflict, not this upcoming Pop Warner season, but into the future, which would be the following season in 2009. We're certainly cognizant of that. So I don't want to put a timeline on that, but our hope would be to come back to the with something to the council in the next 30 days, hopefully by the be the first meeting in September. I know the council is going dark. The second meeting of August, correct?
Okay, then I have a question, if I may, Mr. And as I noticed on item 12, for those who may not have the agenda, it says the Pop Warner and Skate Park Coalition. So, since Mr. Acevedo came forward and acknowledged that he's willing to pull it, does that also concur with the Skate Park Coalition as well?
Well, I think they were going to make the presentation collaboratively as it was a single MOU. In light of that, in my discussions with Mr. Acevedo today, I thought it would be very important maybe if we appointed a council member to work with our Community Service Commission and our Parks and Recreation staff on some ironing out some particulars in regard to this, and I think that would be an effective way to focus it and get it back. And then certainly council members can provide via memo or request for any information items that they have a concern to that council member. We're certainly going to have a full discussion on this as a council when it comes back. But I think the opportunity to have some focus and some time to get down to making sure that everybody's clear on the expectations on both sides, I think is an appropriate thing. We're trying to do something I think all of us recognize that is a little bit different and a little bit new. It's maybe not different and new for every community, but it's certainly new and different for El Centro and the Imperial Valley in this regard. As opposed to pushing it forward, let's get it right. And so that we can all grab a hold of it as a positive opportunity for us to expand our recreation and parks facilities. And I think that makes the most sense. So